Queen had been tied up with important meetings on Wednesday, so looked glad to relax in a more informal setting as she welcomed guests to her annual summer garden party in Edinburgh. Earlier today she had met with First Minister Nicola Sturgeon during a week of Scottish engagements, but after a quick change she was ready to host the event at the official residence of the Palace of Holyroodhouse on Wednesday afternoon. The monarch looked her elegant best in a white dress decorated with hydrangeas, which she paired with hot pink hat for the occasion. Her sons Princes Andrew and Edward were also present at the garden party today. Sturgeon was among the guests at the event, arriving in a chic pale pink two-piece and matching fascinator. The two figureheads met earlier on Wednesday, with the First Minister having had an audience with the Queen today at Holyrood House in Edinburgh. Sturgeon said that Westminster's pledge to foot the £5 million bill to police any visit Donald Trump makes to Scotland next week was a big result for Scotland. The US President is expected to spend at least one day of his UK trip playing golf on his courses in Scotland. More than 5,000 Police Scotland officers are expected to have to deploy around the visit, even if there are no public events. It comes a day after polling expert Professor John Curtice and actor James Cosmo, among others, picked up honours at the Palace. The Queen was formally welcomed to Edinburgh on Monday, when she was handed the keys to the city at the start of Holyrood Week. On Thursday, she will present a new standard to the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards in Fife, while the Duke of Cambridge will award royal medals at educational charity the Royal Society of Edinburgh, and attend a reception marking 70 years of the NHS. After returning to work on Monday, Her Majesty hosted a reception for 603, City of Edinburgh, Squadron, Royal Auxiliary Air Force in the Scottish city on Tuesday. Clearly feeling herself again, the monarch was all smiles as she honoured the squadron with the freedom of the City of Edinburgh at the Palace of Holyroodhouse. The Queen, Honorary Air Commodore, looked her elegant best in a mint green dress as she welcomed guests into the royal residence. The freedom of the City of Edinburgh is bestowed upon those who are held in the highest esteem by the citizens. It is a tradition that dates back over 500 years to 1459. The honour was bestowed upon the Squadron by the city in the same year as RAF 100, a year of events to commemorate the Air Force's achievements since its creation. Earlier today, an RAF squadron has staged a parade at the Palace of Holyroodhouse after being honoured with the freedom of the City of Edinburgh. The march down the Royal Mile culminated with a military show on the forecourt on Tuesday. Before the event, Air Vice-Marshal Ross Paterson said, "In this, the centenary of the formation of the Royal Air Force, the conferring of the freedom of the City of Edinburgh is a great honour for 603 City of Edinburgh Squadron, and marks a very proud moment in its long and distinguished history. The freedom of the city is Edinburgh's most prestigious honour, and is bestowed upon those who are held in the highest esteem, a tradition dating to 1459. The squadron was formed in 1925 as a light bomber squadron flying from RAF Turnhouse, which is now Edinburgh International Airport. The 92-year-old returned to work on Monday following her spat of ill health the following week. She was pictured at the ceremony of the Keys event in Edinburgh, an ancient tradition which sees Her Majesty offer the keys to Edinburgh under a military guard of honour. The event marks the start of Holyrood Week, known in Scotland as Royal Week, during which the Queen visits various regions in Scotland. On her trip she'll meet subjects across all walks of life and host thousands of guests at Holyrood Palace. The monarch was forced to cancel an engagement at St Paul's Cathedral attended by Angelina Jolie last Thursday because she was suffering from a summer cold.